democracy looks like. This is what 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 democracy looks like.
Hey everyone, welcome to Be the Change. My name is Lily Mott, and today I'm going to be talking about how change comes when you just start it. My guest this week is Patience Adesominu, and she's the founder of Teens Discuss, which is a platform for teenagers around the world to talk about issues, learn, and explore opportunities. I am excited to share this conversation with you, so without further ado, let's get started with this episode featuring Patience Adesominu.
Okay, so my name is Patience Adesominu. I'm a 19 years old Nigerian who is currently studying nursing at Wien University in Vietnam. I'm also the founder of Teens Discuss, which is a platform for teenagers around the world to come together to discuss world issues. Yeah, so that's basically me.
That is a great way to get started. So tell me more about what got you inspired to get started with this work. What was that journey like for you to get involved in Teens Discuss?
Okay, so I started Teens Discuss like 2 years ago, and it started like I was a part of this community, this scholarship community. So we were finalists, and this was the first time I was a part of such vibrant community with such, amazing teenagers. Like we're just between the ages of 15 to 17, and everyone was like a founder or this like, they were just like really into different things, and I was really inspired, and I was like, this is like an evidence that teenagers actually have like what it takes to change the world, like getting to communicate with them because we had a WhatsApp community where we got to chat with everyone and getting to like listen to them. I could hear the inspiring stories, and I was like, how about I bring these people together to actually talk to each other, and we can share ideas, and other teenagers from around the world can listen to us and get inspired as well. So that was what prompted me to start Teens Discuss. I wanted to start it as a podcast at first, and then it later became a Zoom conversations, and then we had some sessions, collaboration, and then it became what it became today.
Thank you for sharing that background. So tell me more about the type of work that you're doing to run the platform now. What is it like to facilitate the platform? What types of conversations are going on now? Lots of questions there, but just tell me what it's like to run the platform now.
Okay, so like I said earlier, it started as a podcast just to like have conversation with people within the community of this like finalists that I was talking about. So I was just inviting them, and we talk about the topic they're actually involved in. Like sometimes we talk about people that are involved in period poverty, some people are involved in climate change, and we basically just have this conversation about how they got started and what they want to share with people listening. And then we started to make it like a Zoom conversation where people can have face-to-face conversations with one another. So then we moved on to having like just discussing topics that are really trending among teenagers. We had one conversation about this: should homework be banned, which is something that, was a conversation in the WhatsApp community. Then we started to make it a Zoom conversation. So we basically talk about topics that are trendy. That was how we started. And then we decided to make it more organized. So we decided to talk about the SDGs. We talk about SDG number 1, we talk about SDG number 2. So yeah, we just basically just like sometimes we just talk randomly, like because we have a WhatsApp community. So whenever we talk about a random topic, we can have a Zoom conversation on that. And we can have podcast sessions where we invite people that are well versed in that topic, how we can learn from them, or we can just have random like Zoom conversations to just like discuss about this topic better. And yeah, and then so we have this like organized sessions where we talk about different topics that we feel like teenagers can talk about. For example, climate change, because it was really, really a big issue last year. So we talked about climate change, we talk about period poverty, and just, yeah, we just pick a topic that we feel like people should really talk more about. And we really needed to hear teenagers' view on it.
That's so interesting, and I think it's great that you're discussing a bunch of different topics, so there's something for everyone to be interested in and to discuss on the platform. That's really important for building a community like this. So as you're developing this platform and this community, what changes are you hoping to see through this work that you're doing?
So I've actually seen a lot of impact since I started, because like where I talked about the topic should homework be banned? And I invited a few teenagers. And after the session, a lot of them reached back to me and like, oh, they really loved the session because they never thought they would be able to like talk about their opinions. Some people were really camera shy, and that really helped them. And some people were able to like connect with potential collaborators for their own startup or something like that. So people were able to like share contacts, build connections, develop communication skills, and all different kinds of skills. So those are the impact that we've made. But for the future, I really want to see more teenagers like join in these conversations, and we can, I want to make it widely known. I want to put this teenagers on the spotlight, whatever ideas they have, whatever opinions they have. I want people to know that teenagers actually have the mindset for growth, the mindset for change. So the impact that I really want to see in the future is that I want to bring these teenagers to the spotlight. I want to show people that they can make a change if truly given the opportunity. So really want to give teenagers the opportunity to like put their opinions out there, to put their views, conversations out there, and to inspire other people to like speak up as well.
That is really exciting. And your mission is really similar to the mission of this podcast and the Be the Change Media Network. So just, as far as amplifying young people's voices and allowing them to share their opinions. So where do you see this platform going in the future? Do you see it continuing and growing, or do you have any plans to change or develop it? What are your plans for the future of this platform?
So right now, yeah, I'm truly thinking about the future because I really want to improve on this platform a lot. And what I'm looking forward to is like collaborating with like-minded platforms such as this, so that we can reach a wider group of people, group of teenagers. And I also want to connect with like adults. Like I know this platform is for teenagers. I want to connect with adults that can really inspire the teenagers in our platform. So for example, if we talk about climate change today, if we have a conversation on climate change, I really want to reach out to like people, like adults that are already like making a change in this area, to like inspire them, to help them. Like, what can you do? How can you like bring your idea forward? And I really want to like bring all these conversations that we have. I really want to put it out there that people can support. And I really look forward to like a future where like we see people donating for a cause. Like for example, if we have a conversation about period poverty, and we can like put it out there that people should like donate for this cause, and then we can use that donation to help people suffering from period poverty. So I really want to make sure that all the conversation we have is put out there, and people from all ages can support, and just putting this like people, these teenagers in the spotlight. I want this platform to be like a step towards like growth. Like I want to put them out there, so that's the future. So yeah.
I love that goal, and I have one more question for you. Lots of young people want to create change and want to make a difference, but they may not know how to get started with that work. What advice do you have for those people who may be listening?
I think my advice is that just start it. Like some people just like wait till they have enough resources or till they have enough people. I started with just the idea. I started with just like just telling my friends like, oh, this seems like a cool idea. I didn't really have the experience, but I just started. So I think for anyone listening and you want to do something, just like start it, and it's gonna get better along the way. You're gonna learn along the way. You're gonna meet the people that are gonna support you along the way. Like I started without any team. I was just making the podcast on my own, and then later I was getting like messages, oh, I want to be on your team, I want to be an ambassador. And then we had to open up a form for team members and ambassadors, and then we created our website and then created the Instagram account. So it just gets better. So my advice is that just start it. You don't need to wait till you have enough resources or you have enough people on your team. Just start it. It gets better.
I was inspired by this conversation with Patience, and I'm really excited to see where she takes Teens Discuss in the future. I think Patience's advice at the end was so important as well. And if anyone listening has an idea that they've been kicking around, this episode is for you. Just get started. I found this conversation with Patience to be very motivating, and I think we can all keep her story and her advice in mind, because change comes when you just start it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and you can find Patience on Instagram at pace_patience to get connected with her. You can also find Teens Discuss on Instagram at teens_discuss_TD. If you want to talk about anything I mentioned, please reach out to me by email at lily@bethechangepodcast.org or on Instagram at bethechangepodcast. Tune in for my next episode, but until then, be the change you wish to see in the world. Bye, guys.